Hey guys, welcome to the video. If you're new here, my name's Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and I make videos on fitness, recipes, and nutrition related topics. Today we're going to be making 3 macro-friendly appetizers. And by macro-friendly, I mean higher in protein and lower in calories than the traditional appetizer that you would get from a bar or pub. Now, I love appetizers because I love anything that's like deep fried with cheese and that involves bread, and I know a lot of you guys love them too. So I feel like these recipes are going to be a huge hit. So today we're going to be making spinach and artichoke dip, cheesy garlic fingers, and pizza fries. I'm so excited to make these 3 recipes, and if you're excited to see them, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. It would mean the world to me. Now, let's get started. Okay, so the first recipe we're gonna make is the spinach and artichoke dip, and I have all the ingredients here. We have baby spinach, light cream cheese, this is the Philadelphia brand, non-fat Greek yogurt, artichoke hearts, I get them in a can. I haven't tried this recipe with regular artichokes not in a can. We have light shredded mozzarella cheese, and then you're supposed to use salt and garlic powder. For some reason, I have salt and garlic salt, so that's just gonna have to do. And then for the dippers, you can use pretty much anything you want. I chose Stacy's pita chips and pretzel crisps because they're the best, but you could also use like tortilla chips or naan or pita, whatever you want. So the first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. Okay, so you're gonna grab a bowl and add the light cream cheese, non-fat Greek yogurt, the salt, the garlic powder. Then you're gonna mix this together the best that you can. Then for now, you're gonna add 30 grams of the cheese. Then you're gonna add 40 grams of chopped spinach, 50 grams of chopped artichokes. And by chopped, I mean I literally just break them up with my hands. And you're gonna combine this all, which might be a little bit tough to do since I made the stupid mistake of putting it in this small bowl, but we're gonna try our best. Then you're gonna take a 6.5-inch cast iron skillet. I have this linked in my Amazon store below. And you're gonna spray it with cooking spray. Whoops. Ooh, that's a lot of spray. And then you're gonna pour in the dip. I was gonna say batter, and I was like, this is not batter. So you're gonna use the back of a wet spoon to spread it out. And then you're gonna take the other 20 grams of light shredded mozza and sprinkle it on top. And now it's ready to go in the oven. So I'm gonna bake it for like 25 minutes, and then I might add an extra 5 minutes. Yum. It's glistening, looks so good. Okay, now it's time for a taste test. Of course, I've had this recipe before, but we gotta do a taste test either way. I'm gonna use the Stacy's pita chips first. I love these, they're so good. If you haven't tried them, get on that. It's pretty hot. So good. I'm gonna have another bite. Now let's try the pretzel crisps. These are the garlic parmesan ones. So next recipe are the cheesy garlic fingers, and here are all the ingredients. So you're gonna need all-purpose flour, coconut flour, garlic powder or garlic salt, whatever you have, baking powder, everything bagel seasoning, minced garlic. I mean, you don't necessarily need minced garlic, but if you have it, that's great. Egg whites, non-fat Greek yogurt, Alfredo sauce. I use the Classico brand. They have a bunch of different types of Alfredo sauce. It doesn't really matter which one you get because they all have the same macros. And then light shredded mozzarella cheese. So for the first step, you're gonna preheat the oven to 450 Fahrenheit. First, you're gonna add the dry ingredients: all-purpose flour, coconut flour, baking powder, garlic powder. Mix those together. Then you're gonna add the wet ingredients: non-fat Greek yogurt, egg whites. Then you're gonna mix that all up. So then you're gonna take a tray, line it with parchment paper, spray it with cooking spray. Then we're going to pour the batter onto it and use the back of a wet spoon to spread it out into a rectangle shape. And we're gonna make the edges of the crust a bit thicker. So now we're gonna like thicken the crust a bit. So now that the batter is all spread out, it's time to put it in the oven. So now we're gonna bake this for 10 minutes. Okay, so now we took it out of the oven after 10 minutes, and then we're gonna remove the parchment paper from underneath. Yeah, and I have a hot plate underneath here, by the way. So now we're gonna add the toppings. So we're gonna add like 10 grams of minced garlic and then just spread it out. Next, you're gonna add the Alfredo sauce and spread it out. And then you're gonna add the cheese. Just like sprinkle it evenly. And then you're gonna sprinkle on some everything bagel seasoning. So I'm gonna put it in for like 5 minutes and then check it. Okay, so now we're gonna cut it into the fingers. If you have a pizza cutter, that's the easiest thing, but I don't have one on me, so I'm just gonna use scissors. And now we're done. This looks delicious. These look so fire. Yum. Just look at that cheese. Now, let's do a taste test. So good. The minced garlic and the everything bagel seasoning really adds a nice touch. So the last recipe we're gonna make is the pizza fries. And this is the easiest recipe to make out of the 3, in my opinion. So here are the ingredients you're gonna need. Frozen French fries. I just got these Compliments straight cut ones. They were the ones with the best macros, but you can really use any brand. Then we have marinara sauce. I use Classico tomato and basil, only 45 calories per half cup, so great macros. Then we have light shredded mozzarella cheese, and then vegan pepperoni by Yves. I was gonna say, like, the toppings are optional. Like, you can really add any toppings that you want. I'm a vegetarian, which is why I'm adding vegan pepperoni, but you could add meat if you want. You could just make them with veggies. I'm also gonna be adding some sliced mushrooms and green onions. And then I just have my garlic salt and salt to taste. So first thing we're gonna do is put the fries in the air fryer. Now if you don't have an air fryer, you can always just make them in the oven. But in the air fryer, they turn out nice and crispy, which I love. So I'm gonna add the fries to the air fryer basket. It's a little crowded over here, as you can tell. You can also cut this recipe in half if you're just making it for yourself. Cook time can vary depending on the air fryer, but I'm just gonna put it in for 15 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit, and then I'm gonna flip them a couple of times through. So then meanwhile, you're going to preheat the oven to 450. So now we're going to take a baking tin, line it with parchment paper, and then dump the fries into it. So we're gonna add marinara sauce and spread it out evenly. Then we're gonna sprinkle the shredded cheese. Now we're gonna add the vegan pepperoni. Chopped mushrooms. And I'm gonna add green onions, but I'm gonna add those at the end, or like when there's a couple minutes left. Now I'm gonna bake this for like 8 minutes. And then they're done. I didn't want to remove the parchment paper because I didn't want to mess it up for the video. The final taste test. It's not that warm out or anything. I was just really hot in there, using the oven 3 times. This is so good. Yeah, this recipe is really easy to make, but it's versatile. You can really add any toppings that you want. You can even make it with Alfredo sauce if you want. And so guys, that concludes all the recipes I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you think these recipes can be helpful for someone who's on a fitness journey, please share this video with your friends, like, subscribe. All of that would mean so much to me. Leave a comment below if you end up, there's a bird. Leave a comment below if you end up trying these recipes. Let me know how you like them. And if there's any recipes that you want me to make, or any like comfort foods or desserts that you want me to make macro friendly, please let me know. And with that, I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.